count on WLEN, Lenawee's local news station, to keep you informed with accurate and dependable information 24 hours a day.
Hello, Lenawee County. My name is Brian Vish, and this is the WLEN Evening News. Let's get into it. An Adrian business owner has been sentenced to jail time and ordered to pay over $1.7 million in restitution after pleading guilty to felony embezzlement. Kevin King, an employee of King Tool Inc., admitted to embezzling more than $100,000 and was sentenced on July 11th in Lenawee County Circuit Court. King pled guilty in May and was sentenced to 1 year in jail with credit for 1 day served. He will also serve 36 months of probation and must pay more than $1.73 million in restitution by July 11th of 2035. Additional financial penalties include court fees and a DNA assessment. His probation terms prohibit gambling and require that all future tax refunds be applied toward restitution. King was taken into custody immediately following sentencing. The case was prosecuted by the Lenawee County Prosecutor's Office after an investigation by Adrian Police. The court will monitor restitution over the next decade. Ahimsa Safe Haven will host a free summer social on Saturday, August 2nd from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at their open barn located across the street from the sanctuary at 9740 Shepherd Road in Onstead. The family-friendly event invites the public to meet rescued animals and learn about sanctuary life. Visitors can enjoy live music, kids' activities, refreshments, including adult beverages, and educational exhibits. Organizers say it's a chance to experience the day-to-day work behind caring for pigs, cats, birds, fish, and other rescued animals. Founder Carrie Clift says the event is open to all, whether you're a longtime supporter or simply curious about the sanctuary's mission. RSVPs are encouraged but not required. For more information or to schedule a private tour, visit ahimsasafehaven.org/summersocial or email ahimsasafehaven@gmail.com. Lenawee Intermediate School District administrators presented career and technical education updates, citing strong early math gains at Hudson schools and identifying areas for growth in Project Lead the Way participation. The updates were part of a broader CTE report delivered during the board's July meeting. Officials highlighted progress made under the 23H grant program, particularly through the efforts of an early math specialist working in elementary classrooms. Students at Hudson Community Schools exceeded projected math growth benchmarks for the entire academic year, with teachers participating in monthly training and implementation support. Meanwhile, enrollment in the PLTW courses declined slightly due to staff transitions and scheduling conflicts. Several districts are expected to reintroduce offerings once required staff training is complete. The report noted that Hudson is currently the only district engaged in the 23H grant. Additional districts may become eligible if state funding continues. Officials plan to expand math programming and support broader PLTW enrollment by reinforcing links between STEM instruction and career pathway exploration at the middle and high school levels. The Village of Blissfield is now accepting applications for a part-time custodian at Village Hall. The role is focused on maintaining a clean, safe, and welcoming space for staff, residents, and visitors. Applicants must be dependable, able to follow a set schedule, and capable of working with minimal supervision. Prior custodial experience is preferred, but not required. The position pays $16.19 an hour for up to 10 hours a week. A background check and high school diploma or equivalent are required. Applicants must be submitted by 5 p.m. on Tuesday, July 29th. For full details, email clerk@blissfieldmichigan.gov or send an application to the village clerk's office at 130 South Lane Street in Blissfield. The village of Blissfield is an equal opportunity employer. A simple request has turned into lasting change at Parrish Park. Through strong community collaboration, benches were installed at the Adrian playground to give parents a place to rest while watching their children. The project began after a resident voiced the need for seating at the park. Ben Negron, an Adrian resident and community advocate, took the lead from there. He and his wife Connie offered financial support through their Olaf fund and began contacting local partners. In just a few days, support came together from multiple directions: residents, city officials, local service organizations, and small businesses, all focused on a shared goal. 3 benches were installed and cemented into place before late July. Their layout was designed to provide full visibility of both the splash pad and play areas. According to organizers, the goal was to offer comfort and safety for parents without sacrificing space for children to play. Negron worked with City of Adrian staff and neighbors, including Jeremiah Davies, Tom Neal, and Adrian's City Commissioner, Bob Benke. Concrete forming was handled by Chris Knorr of Rick's Custom Concrete, and excavation was completed by A.J. Brady Underground.
I wanted to talk about the collaboration between the City of Adrian and Jeremiah, answering the call right away. Tom Neal, who's a neighbor and a dear friend, who said, "Yep, I think we can help you." I called Bob Benke and said, "I might need some support from Rotarian." He said, "Yes, I'm there with you," and you saw them all here today. And so that's what we're doing today, is celebrating something for the rest of the summer that our parents can enjoy, and it'll be in the ground for a long time.
Jeremiah Davies, Director of Parks and Recreation, said, quote, "These contributions go beyond physical improvements to a single park. They represent the power of partnership between the city and its residents. We are deeply grateful to these community members and organizations for their investment in Adrian's future." Unquote. Commissioner Benke is a longtime public servant in Adrian, having served as superintendent and as a city commissioner. Volunteers from the Rotary also helped secure the benches. Organizers say the project demonstrates how quickly small improvements can happen when people work together. What began as a single suggestion became a successful effort involving 6 different groups and a permanent upgrade for a local park. State Senator Joseph Bellino will hold an in-district office hour in Adrian on Thursday, July 24th. The meeting is scheduled from 4 to 5:30 p.m. in the Ola Room at the Align Center for Workforce Development, located at 440 East Church Street. Residents of Hillsdale, Lenawee, and Monroe counties are invited to meet with Senator Bellino to share concerns, ask questions, or request help with state issues. No appointment is needed. Constituents who cannot attend may reach Bellino's office toll-free at 855-347-8016 or by email at senjbellino@senate.michigan.gov. Lenawee Intermediate School District administrators provided an update on special education program goals during the latest board meeting, outlining progress on county-wide initiatives and plans for continued improvement. District staff said the review focused on compliance with the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, or IDEA, as well as efforts to improve service delivery across local districts. The presentation emphasized long-term planning and consistent application of support strategies. Key areas of focus include refining communication plans, expanding use of research-based curriculum and interventions, and increasing alignment between local programs and federal standards. Administrators also discussed capacity-building measures such as professional development and inclusive education planning. The district reported steady progress in procedural reviews and said future efforts will emphasize implementation, tracking, and accountability. Staff will continue reviewing communication breakdowns, monitor curriculum adoption across programs, and work with local schools to support inclusive practices. Officials noted the state of Michigan has prioritized monitoring least restrictive environment goals. In state news, Michigan U.S. Senator Alyssa Slotkin has introduced a new bill that would require immigration and customs enforcement officers to clearly identify themselves during enforcement actions. The bill, called the Visible Act, would mandate that ICE agents display their name or badge number and agency name, even when wearing tactical gear. Slotkin, a Democrat from Holly, said recent arrests by masked officers resemble kidnappings more than law enforcement. President Donald Trump responded to the bill on Fox News Friday, calling it dangerous and un-American. He said the lawmakers behind it, including Senators Alex Padilla of California and Cory Booker of New Jersey, hate our country and are putting officers at risk. The legislation would also create penalties for noncompliance and require annual oversight reports to Congress. It's supported by multiple Senate Democrats. The Community Action Agency is hosting a free first-time homebuyer workshop in Jackson on Saturday, July 26th, aimed at helping residents prepare for the path to home ownership. The workshop will run from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the CAA office located at 1214 Greenwood Avenue. Lunch will be provided for all attendees. Participants will learn essential skills and knowledge, including how to determine if buying is right for them, how much they can afford, what closing costs to expect, and how to choose a realtor and lender. The session also covers credit requirements and how to protect a long-term investment. To receive a certificate of completion, attendees must also participate in pre-purchase counseling. Registration is required at least 48 hours in advance. To sign up, contact Lori Lazarus at 517-453-4372 or llazarus at caajlh.org. The event is part of the agency's mission to promote financial self-sufficiency across the region. Let's take a look at the weather here in Lenawee County. Tonight, expect scattered thunderstorms through early evening, with temperatures holding steady around 83 degrees and winds from the southwest at 5 to 8 miles per hour. Storm chances taper off at 7 p.m., with skies turning partly cloudy overnight and lows near 76 by 11. Looking ahead to Thursday, mostly cloudy skies are expected, with a slight chance of a stray shower or storm. Highs will reach around 79 degrees with gusty winds from the northwest up to 20 miles per hour. Thursday night will be cooler, dipping to 61 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. For your next 5-day outlook, ahead we have on Friday, partly cloudy, a high of 79. Saturday, thunderstorms likely with a high of 83. Sunday morning showers, a high of 83. And Monday looks like it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 82. And here's the 96.5 FM The Cave Sports Update. Plymouth Canton defeated Ash Carleton 1-0 in the District 16 Little League Baseball Championship game Monday night. Plymouth Canton will represent District 16 at the state finals that begin on July 18th, hosted by District 14 Saginaw Little League. Their first game will be against District 2 South Portage. Ash Carleton beat Blissfield American 15-0. Blissfield National defeated Plymouth Canton National 9-1. Lenawee Christian will play Tecumseh National, and Clinton will play Hudson. Plymouth Canton defeated Tecumseh 9-2. Ash Carleton beat Lenawee Christian 14-4, and Tecumseh will take on Ash Carleton now. Plymouth Canton defeated Clinton with no score posted online. If Plymouth Canton wins again today, they will take the title. If Clinton wins, there will be a deciding game later this week. Former Michigan football staffer Connor Stallions, at the center of the NCAA sign-stealing probe, said on social media he knew nearly every signal in 7 games over 2 seasons. He responded to recent claims by TCU coach Sonny Dykes, who said that the Horned Frogs changed their signals before upsetting Michigan in the 2022 playoff. Stalions defended his role and criticized suggestions that Michigan's wins or losses hinged on his actions. Current head coach Sharon Moore has been accused of deleting messages with Stalions, but says he's cooperating fully with the NCAA. The NCAA prohibits scouting future opponents in person and using electronic devices for signal recording, but not the act of sign stealing itself. Former NFL quarterback Teddy Bridgewater said he has been suspended from coaching his former high school team in Miami because he provided players with financial benefits that he says he'd reported to the school. Bridgewater, 32, publicized action taken against him by Miami Northwestern High School in a social media post, in which he also reaffirmed his desire to continue coaching the team for which he once played. A message left for the school administrators on Monday was not returned. Last fall was Bridgewater's first season coaching his former school, which he led to a Class 3A state championship before signing with Detroit in late December to serve as a backup for the playoff-bound Lions. Bridgewater had written in an earlier social media post that he paid for rides, meals, and treatment for players last season. This year, he solicited donations to help cover those costs. And finally tonight, new details are emerging after two men were taken by federal immigration agents outside a convenience store on June 14th in Adrian. The incident was caught on video and is now the subject of intense local scrutiny. In the footage, agents can be seen threatening to break the window of a parked truck and refusing to show a warrant. Bystanders say the men were removed without explanation as family members looked on in distress. Members of the activist group Hope in Action, who witnessed and documented the arrests, say this moment has sparked a renewed call for accountability and due process.
You don't have a warrant? That's illegal. Leave him the f alone. Get out. Get out of our county. We don't want you here. We don't want you here. Get out. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. What's your name?
You need a warrant signed by the judge. A federal warrant.
This is illegal. This is absolute. No one wants you here. Get out.
Your badge number.
Leave him the alone.
Your last name at all?
Anything? Anything? Leave them both alone.
Okay. Why do we have face recognition? Why don't you guys?
Hey, cowards. Cowards. You go to bed every night like this? That's cool. You're you, people. You. Get out of our county. Get out of our country. Leave them alone. Leave her alone. Leave them alone. Get the out of this goddamn country. Leave them alone. They do more for this than you do. You. You.
Aaron Cheshire and Ben Mormon joined Civic Voices this week to describe what they saw, how officials responded, and why the group is invoking Lenawee County's abolitionist legacy in their resistance. You can watch the full interview now on Lenawee TV and Lenawee Broadcasting's YouTube channel. And that's it for the WLEN Evening News. I'll see you tomorrow, Lenawee. Have a great evening.
Count on WLEN, Lenawee's local news station, to keep you informed with accurate and dependable information 24 hours a day.